Alright everyone, so in today's video we're going to be talking about a building that if completed would actually be the tallest building in New York City by roof height. Now this is going to be obviously by roof height, which is not the way everyone measures it. Technically One World Trade Center would be taller when you include the spire, but I think that's cheating, and that's why I consider the tallest building in New York City right now to actually be Central Park Tower, because roof height is a much better definition in my opinion. But this building would be 1,556 feet tall. It would, not without a spire, obviously, that's 474 meters, 96 floors. This is Tower 5th. Now, this building is still in the proposal stage. It has been for a very long time, which is unfortunate. We'll have to see what is going to become of this building. It's an office building located on 5th Avenue. That's obviously why it's called Tower 5th. It was originally kind of, I think, proposed in like 2019, which is quite a while ago, and they had some permits for like building demolition and stuff at the site to build it. But there has really not been much news about this building, which is, kind of unfortunate. Like, if it's going to be canceled, just tell us already. If it's not, it would be, nice to know if it's going to be completed. But yeah, this would be, if completed, the the tallest in the country by roof height. That is obviously saying if the Legends Tower did not get completed, that would be the tallest in the country, but this would still be the tallest in New York City. Now, the design of this thing's pretty interesting. It reminds me of 432 Park Avenue for the main section of the building. A lot bigger though, a lot thicker, but like similar facade. It's a little different though. I actually like this facade a little bit more, I think. And then the top would be very different though. This would have different, and the bottom will be as well. I'll show you that in a second. This would have like protruding cubes out of it, which is, kind of interesting looking. It would make for a very good observation deck area. Of course, it seems like every tall building has to have an observation deck. I'm not sure how many you can have before it gets too saturated. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, this would have a very unique top to the building, which I think is actually pretty cool, instead of just a plain cube. Now the base, as you can see, is actually a little wild. So it's going to be, held up kind of similar to, what is that? The, like, Bank of, no, it's not the Bank of America. There's a building, in New York City like that, that is held up with, just big columns at the bottom. This would have some stuff around the, base though, so that it's not just open. As you can see, it'd be pretty interesting looking from ground level. This would look very wild. Now, you would basically just have a building that then has a huge column go out of it and has a 1,500-foot skyscraper on top of that column. I mean, pretty wild design. I don't know how practical this is for something this tall. 1,556 feet on that little column seems a little bit sketchy. I'm sure it's possible, though. It would just look a little bit, a little bit impossible. But obviously, architect would maybe be able to do it. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's a pretty crazy design. Here's the, walkout over. Again, would make for insane views of the city. I mean, this would be super high up. I think this would be the tallest observation deck by far, by like a few hundred feet, possibly even. And it's right in Midtown, though, so you would have 360-degree views of the entire city. It would look pretty awesome. Here's some inside shots. I mean, this is a super futuristic-looking building, in my opinion. I mean, this is almost a sci-fi-looking building. I mean, the complete white interior, tons of natural light, very open, crazy tall, crazy build. In my opinion, this is a pretty futuristic looking building. And that's pretty much everything we have for it right now, which is kind of unfortunate. This building would be developed by McAlore Properties. Architect is, it just says Ginsler. I don't know the rest of that. But yeah, this building would be pretty wild if it gets completed. Now, obviously, there is not much news about this at all, which is kind of unfortunate. It's been basically stalled for a few years, and there's not really anything else about it that I have been able to find. But yeah, that's Tower 5th, obviously completed. It would be a pretty incredible looking skyscraper. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on Tower 5th below, and I'll see you in the next one.